Hey everyone, and welcome back to Watson Accelerators. Today we will be going over the Cognitive Marketing Analysis Accelerator. Now this accelerator is a little bit different because it's actually more of a guided experiment rather than an accelerator that just has one set output. And so I'll get into how this works in just a bit, but for this accelerator we are leveraging IBM's data science experience combined with three different Watson APIs: natural language understanding, visual recognition, and tone analyzer. And here we're going to be analyzing data from Facebook. And this accelerator also provides you with three different visualizations that are within the notebook, in addition to a notebook viewer, which is indicative of what a sample output could look like from this data. So now let's get into how it works. So starting with the input, here we're combining four different unstructured components from a Facebook post: the post text, the image, the thumbnail text, and the article text. And we're combining that with the structured output from a Facebook Analytics extract. Now, one thing to note about a Facebook Analytics extract is the extract is actually in the same format across companies. In this notebook, we've provided you with a sample from IBM Watson's Facebook page, but any company and any admin of a company's Facebook group should have access to this analytics extract, and all the data will be in the same format. Now, of course, you can use other data besides Facebook data for this accelerator, but here we're going to use Facebook data as the example. So once we have the unstructured and structured data, we're going to go ahead and enrich it with Watson APIs. So like I said, we're using natural language understanding, visual recognition, and tone analyzer to pull the keywords, entities, sentiment, and tone out of the unstructured components of the data. And we're going to use the IBM data science experience as the platform to analyze this enriched data. Now, IBM data science experience is very robust, yet it's also very flexible, so that when you're experimenting with your output, it really is a great tool to find hidden insights and also build very compelling visualizations. And that's what the output of this accelerator is. It really is an opportunity to unlock new insights from your data. So in this example, you can understand and improve your brand perception, your company performance, customer satisfaction, and also how to engage your customers in a better way. So what we'll do now is I will walk you through how to set up the notebook, how to run the notebook, and then also what possible visualizations can look like. So to access the notebook that we'll be using, I will click the Access Here button. This takes me to the notebook for this demonstration, which I will then go ahead and download. Now while this is downloading, I will go to datascience.ibm.com and I will go ahead and click Sign In. Now if you don't have a data science account, you can sign up for a free trial by clicking on this button. I have an account, so I will click Sign In. Then I will go ahead and I will click Create New Project. I will then enter a name for my project. Let's say CMA Demo Video 1. CMA Demo Video 1, and I will go ahead and click Create. At that point, I will then click this Add Notebooks button, and what we're going to do is we are going to upload the file from the notebook that we downloaded to our computer as a notebook. So I'll click From File, I will write CMA Notebook, CMA Notebook, oops. And I will choose that file, I will locate it, click Open, and then I will click Create Notebook. Now that we've set up our notebook, it's time to run it. So the first step is to download the sample data that we've included. I'll just go ahead and click Download. Now, important to note that this Facebook Analytics extract is in a standard format, so you are not required to use this sample. We've just included it for you for demonstration purposes, but any company that has a Facebook page should have the same type of Facebook extract file. And if at any time you need more information about how this has been set up, I highly encourage you to check out the tech video. But the beauty of this notebook is how simple it is to execute. So the first step is to click on this icon right here. And what I will do is I will upload this file by locating it in my computer and then clicking upload, which I've already done for you right here. Once my file is uploaded, I'm going to use this user input indication to understand where I need to take action. So scrolling down the page, it looks like the first place I need to input something is for my API keys. Now I'm not going to show you how to find your API keys, but once you have them, you will put them in the username and the password for the services that we're using. Scrolling down the page to step 2, load data, I can see that there's another place that I need to have an input. So I will go ahead and I will click on this, make sure that my cursor is here. I will go click on this drop down and then I will choose insert pandas to data frame. As I continue to scroll, I see that I need to make sure that this variable equals the one above. So let me go ahead and verify that. df equals df underscore data underscore 2. And it's 3 for me in my case, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. The next step is to insert our credentials here. So again, as with the previous example, make sure that your cursor is blinking on this box here and then click on the drop down, and this time we'll hit insert credentials. And I will go ahead and verify that I've done this correctly, and it says change the name to credentials 1, and so that is what I will do. Once we've added in our credentials, the last step is to choose a name to save our file under. You can either choose the existing name that's given, or I will go ahead and change it to demo video for exemplary purposes on how you would do that. Now we're ready to run it. So it really is that simple, just a few quick steps. The rest of the notebook, if you're interested in seeing how it's set up, definitely check out the tech video. But now it's time to run it, and so to do that, I will click Cell, Run All, and it will start going. Now this is going to take 10 minutes-ish, depending on how big the file is, so we'll check back in when it is complete. So we know the notebook is finished running when 2 things happen. 1, you should see 3 different visualizations at the bottom of the screen, and 2 is each of these parts that have this IN also have a number. And so if when you're running this you don't see a number appear, you should go scroll up and see if there is an error that was returned and troubleshoot that error to continue with this. If you recall at the beginning of the video, we described this accelerator as an experiment, and these visualizations speak to that point. So we have provided a few different visualizations within the notebook, in addition to a notebook viewer, which I will get to in just a bit. For the visualizations within the notebook, these are designed to show 2 things. 1, to show how you can, using the data science experience, manipulate your data to tell a compelling story. Now here we've chosen to highlight a few things. So the one I'm looking at right now is looking at how lifetime post-consumption is related to emotional tone. Think of these kind of like a pivot table. So I can change my cluster, I can change my orientation, I can show the legend or not, and there's options that you are free to click around with. But the point is, we are providing you with the tools to find the hidden insights in your data. So when you're giving this demonstration, or when you're watching this demonstration, keep in mind that your data will tell perhaps a very different story than what this sample data is telling you, but that we are providing you with the tools to really explore and find out what those hidden insights are. Now for the notebook viewer, this is a sample dashboard of what type of presentation you could give to your company using this accelerator. So here we've provided a few different additional graphs that you could derive from your data. And just a reminder, the link to this notebook viewer is on the accelerator page under the instructions on the last step. We have provided you the link right here. So that's it. Thanks for watching. This has been the Cognitive Marketing Analysis Accelerator. It's more of an experiment rather than an accelerator with one set output. Today we walked through using Facebook data, how you can combine the structured Facebook analytics extract with the unstructured nature of Facebook posts and images, enrich them with Watson APIs using the IBM data science experience to unlock hidden insights with your data and also show how you can visually display this to tell a really compelling story. So hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think, write a review, and check out some of our other accelerators.